Angie King with the Mobile Museum of Art. I'm the curator of art education and I'm in charge of adult classes. But today I'm here in this beautiful setting and we're going to do our first Thursday lunch break. So what we're going to do today is a mandala drawing, which is just kind of an easy, fun drawing that you can do with things that you have at home. So I have paper and pencil. That's really all you have to have. But a mandala is a piece that has radial symmetry. So it's circular and the symmetry radiates out from the center. So it's best to have something circular. I've got a little plate or a roll of tape. Or if you're fancier, you can get a protractor or even a compass. So I'm going to use my round protractor, and as I said, you can use a pencil. I'm going to use a Sharpie today because you'll be able to see it better, and also I kind of like that better for this activity because with a pencil and that has an eraser, we have a tendency to want to erase things, and with this activity it's more about making lines, making the strokes, and sort of concentrating on doing it and not so much what the outcome is. So you want to let go of a tendency to be a perfectionist or to think that you're going to make a mistake. There aren't any mistakes. So I'm going to do it with a Sharpie, and I'm going to start out with an outer circle here. Now mandalas are an Asian tradition, and a lot of times they're done in sand, but obviously we're drawing this one, but that's where the idea comes from. Okay, so I drew myself an outer circle and an inner circle. And I could even do another one if I wanted to. And then I'm gonna draw myself some lines with my ruler. Just so I kind of have a reference. So that's about halfway. And again, you don't have to worry about being perfect. But whatever you do to one side, you want to do to the other side. So I'm going to start on the outside circle, and I'm going to start drawing some arches. So if I do one there, I'm going to come across and I'm going to do one here. And you're kind of working in this round way. And it's okay if they're not exactly the same size. I'm gonna do two here and one over there. Let's see. Okay, so I've got this pattern around here. If I want, I can continue with these lines. If you're doing it with a pencil and you make yourself some lines as a reference, you can erase those if you want to. But I'm just going to incorporate it. And you can go outside of your circle if you want to. I mean, I could start going out from here, but I'm gonna keep going in the middle. Let's see. I'm gonna draw some little lines here. Now for this, I can just go around. This is something that you could do at your desk or during lunch. If you're on a long phone call and you're the kind of person that needs to doodle while you're listening. I'm gonna make myself a little mark in the middle. And I'm gonna do kind of a leaf flower kind of a thing. So you can be really organic with it. You don't have to plan it out ahead of time. That's kind of the fun of it. And you can keep adding embellishments to it as long as you want. One of the easy things to do is to sort of trace your lines again. And that adds a little more detail. And then if I wanted to add things in the spaces, I could make these have smaller circles. So I can keep going and going really as long as you want and adding more and more detail. But you can start out any way you want. The important thing is that it's circular and that you're coming out from this kind of central point in a symmetrical pattern.
So there's a few more people who just joined. Can you just kind of explain how it's, what practice this is? And
so we're drawing a mandala today, and this is a very simplified version, but the mandala comes, it's an Asian tradition, it's particularly in Buddhism, and it's a very meditative design, and it's circular. It's meant to be the same all the way around, and a lot of times it's done in sand, and what they'll do is it's made in sand, and it's usually much larger, and then when it's done it gets destroyed. So it's not meant to be a precious thing that's going to last forever. And that's kind of the idea with what we're doing today. Is this is something that you can do, and you can take out a few minutes and draw. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about doing it the wrong way. There's no wrong way to do it. So if you missed it, I just started out with a circle. I'll draw this one with a plate. So you can find just anything around your house that's a circle. Or if you have a protractor or a compass, you can use that. This one, I'm gonna take my ruler and divide. I'm using a Sharpie because I like the way it looks, and also it doesn't allow me to erase. So whatever I do, I have to just be okay with it. And I think that that's an important idea with this. So let's see. And it's good to go opposite or to go in a circle when you draw with this, because whatever you do to one section, you want to do to all of them. And it's not going to be exactly the same because it's hand drawn, but I think that that's part of the fun.
So you can keep adding detail, and you know, this can be 5 minutes, this can be 10 minutes.
However long. And when you finish your design, you could color it with colored pencils or markers or watercolors, or you could just leave it black and white.
So thank you, Angie.
Yeah, so please join us. We're going to start doing this every Thursday at noon, and join us on Facebook Live. It'll be a different activity each time, and the idea is just to give you a little break, something that might give you ideas for ways to relax in this stressful time, and we hope you'll join us again.